It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. 5-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Titans! Julio Jones. 53 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Hill. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Regular. Check three. 6 guys. Check 6.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Regular. Check 4. Mike 5-4.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Philip Dorsett by himself. The 20. And down to the 11. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Henry running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Henry again on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll will get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tannehill on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On second down now, it's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Earl Thomas in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. Breaks through the contact. And he's got this down to the 35. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That play reminded me of the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and a yard. Chubb on the counter. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give right side now to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Working with a 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. And some room to roam now. And just shedding him off there. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 31-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side with Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Oh, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They go with Chubb on second down. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Chubb able to push his way through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans are right back in this football game. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And right now, just absolute anguish on that visiting sideline.
It came down to one kick, a chance to steal one on the road. But you could feel the pressure, couldn't you? And the pressure enveloped him on that one. Forced a missed kick.
And the crowd went wild. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.